I'm Lucy and welcome back to a brand new video and a brand new hair tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to style and curl your hair using the Shark Flexfusion Diffuser, providing you with a tutorial and a review and hopefully a foolproof method on how you can style your naturally curly hair without frizz as well, because I know it's so hard and such a mind game when it comes to curly hair, so we might as well just get straight into it. So to start off with, we want to start with completely soaking wet hair, so I'd recommend getting yourself one of these bottles and just completely soaking your hair so that it is dripping wet like you've just come out the shower, because you do not want to have any bits of frizz that you're setting in place to begin with. So you're just going to kind of cut your whole hair top to bottom until it is literally dripping wet. Once your hair's completely soaking wet, you want to just take the top section up and then you can work our way from the bottom to the top with hair product. So I'm just going to take either side and start off with curl cream. So the curl cream I'll be using today is the Redken Hydrating Curl Cream. Obviously any curl cream will do, and this one is just my favourite. So this is the one I'm going to be using today. I also like the fact that it's just kind of got a pump on it. I feel like that just makes it easier. So we're just going to put a little bit in your hand and then just rake it through both sides, making sure you get to the top, to the bottom. I'd recommend only brushing your hair in the shower, but if you want to brush it at this stage you can do. I would recommend this hairbrush. This one is the Curl Defying hairbrush. I bought it off Amazon and everything that I'm showing will be linked down below in the description just to make it easier for you to find. But again, it's trial and error on what works for you and your kind of level of curly hairness. Once I've raked through the curl cream either side, I just want to bring it back behind me, just making sure that you kind of bring it together, and then we're going to drop down the next section, working either side and adding curl cream there. And because my hair has kind of been up, it is a little bit drier now, so I'm just going to add some more water and then some more curl cream either side. So just going in with the water, just sectioned this bit off, made it soaking wet, and now we're going in with curl cream. And I just find either just kind of raking it through, or you can either use prayer hands here, just making sure that you've got everywhere coated, and then kind of bringing it behind. And we're going to go in on the other side as well, making sure that it's soaking wet. You kind of want your hair to kind of be all squelchy at this stage, and honestly I hate the feel of like soaking wet hair. So again, just raking through that curl cream and then bringing it all together at the back. And then finally we're just going to go through the top section. So again, I'm just going to soak this. At this stage, if you did want a parting, you could brush your hair into a parting. Sure, again, you've got enough curl cream, and then just passing it through the top section of your hair. Do sometimes just brush this top section if you want to create more volume. You can also add mousse at this stage if you want to your hair, but as you notice, I'm pulling up and away from my hair, and then we'll just shake it out a little bit each side, and it's all coated. Now we've added curl cream, my hands are literally still covered in curl cream. But we're going to go in with a gel. At this point, if you want more volume in your roots, you can add mousse, but I just find I've not found a good mousse that works for me. So if you've got a nice recommendation on what mousse works well for you, leave it down below in the comments, because I'm up to trying new products all the time. But I do find, because my hair's quite short, it does get a lot of volume anyway, especially if you tip your hair upside down when you are diffusing your hair. Again, trial and error to kind of see what works. Curl jelly, this is a scrunching jelly from Umberto Giannani. Just added the gel to my hands and kind of warmed it up in my hands first before I put it on my hair. And now I'm just going to go section by section, making sure it's all coated using the prayer hands, because I don't like it when you get like a massive glump of gel and then just scrunch it up here, because it doesn't distribute it very well throughout your hair. Again, warming it through my hands first, and then we are just going down the hair, making sure each section is coated, because this is going to create the gel cast for your hair to reduce the frizz, especially when we come to diffuse it. Again, adding more, applying more, heating up my hands, and then I'm just going back, finishing the top section, making sure it's all coated. Now we've had the gel in my hair, I'll come forward, but you basically want to scrunch it, and if your hair doesn't sound so squelchy like that, your hair's not wet enough and you're basically doing it wrong. This is kind of like what we are looking like before we diffuse. I am just going to quickly look in the mirror and make sure I've not got any frizzy bits going on. If there are any little bits that are a little bit out, you can kind of finger coil them and let them drop wherever kind of suits you, because I do notice at the top of my hair is a lot more damaged than the bottom part of my hair. The bottom part of my hair curls quite well, but if you do get any of those like stubborn bits that are a little bit flatter or anything like that, I would suggest just finger coiling them just so that they dry how you want. And that's my hair fully prepped with the curl cream and gel ready to go in with the diffuser. But before I go in with the diffuser, I'm just gonna mop up the excess water in my hair with a t-shirt. This is a very old t-shirt. I recommend a t-shirt over a towel just because towels cause frizz, but if you've got a microfiber towel, that is even better. I just haven't got round to buying one yet, and a t-shirt works pretty fine so far, so that's kind of what I've just stuck with, this old pajama top that I have. So I'm just gonna go ever so gently around the back, just soaking up any excess water. But again, you need to be so gentle not to cause any frizz, and then this just kind of gets rid of some excess water and also reduces drying time with the diffuser, because it literally just takes forever. Again, you just need to be ever so careful not to create any frizz in your hair. I just kind of use this to also dry my neck at this time, because I honestly hate having a soaking wet neck. Now my hair is fully prepped, we are going to go in with the Shark Flexfusion hairdryer to dry my hair. I'm also going to keep it on the very small attachment here. You can make it longer if you've got longer hair, but I'm just keeping it on the smaller setting. And then you just want to remember low and slow. So you want a slow fan speed and a low heat. You don't want to rush this process, because this is literally the make or break. If you add more heat, you're going to cause more frizz, which we definitely don't want, and this takes so long, and it is a very patient waiting game. You want to start off by diffusing around your head and kind of focusing on your crown of your head first, and then kind of work your way out and dry your scalp. And on the Shark Flexfusion, there is a scalp shield, which basically, if you press the heat button for a couple of seconds, the light then turns blue, meaning that really protects your scalp, and you're not adding too much heat to your scalp either, which is perfect, especially when you're using a diffuser for such a long time. This is a really trusted process, and patience is key when you're drying your hair using a diffuser. So we're just going to start off by drying around my head and my crown first, and then kind of like avoid the ends, because I always find the ends are a little bit drier and dry a little bit quickly. Again, this is going to work differently for everyone. Whenever you're diffusing your hair, try and not touch your hair as much as possible. Be very slow with the movement and don't touch your hair as much, because again, that's just going to cause more frizz the more you kind of touch your hair. So I like to kind of start off with this section, blow it dry like that, and then move on to this section, and then you can kind of tip your hair upside down, get in all the funky positions to kind of create that volume from having your hair upside down. It is quite a pain, but it is so worth it. Again, if you've got your hair up this way, you can have the hairdryer up here, kind of creating that lift to the roots, and at the back I would probably just pinch your hair. Don't really touch or have too much movement or too much aggression with moving it. Literally just hover this in place until the gel pass forms. You don't want to do this like you just dry your hair normally, let's say, if you were straightening it. You just want to do it ever so slowly in different places rather than this, because this is just going to cause so much frizz. Again, you don't really want to cup your hair up too quickly either, because that's going to cause like a frizz triangle. Again, trial and error on what works for you, your curl pattern and your hair length. This is what my hair is now looking like. Now we have dried it. It is looking a little bit crispy. Overall, it has dried really well and it's not frizzy at all. So what we're going to do is add some oil. So I love the Moroccan oil and Olaplex oil, which is number 7. I'm just going to add like a couple of drops of Olaplex oil to my hand, and then we're kind of going to clap the crunch out kind of thing. You clap your hands together, kind of creates less frizz kind of thing, or like go like this, and we are just gonna kind of scrunch out the crunch a little bit. So we're just gonna kind of fluff it up a little bit I do kind of prefer not adding oil straight away. Let my hair sit for half an hour and just make sure it is fully dry before adding the oil, because you don't want to add any extra frizz. So if I was doing my hair in the morning, I would just leave it how I literally just showed you, and then drive to work, and then at work just add a little bit of oil into my hair, add that shine and add that dimension back into my hair. But yeah, this is what my curly hair is now looking like now we've diffused with the Shark Flexfusion. But honestly, I'm so pleased with how my curly hair has turned out. I just love to have thick, long, curly hair to literally like down to here. I think that looks so nice. And this is my short curly hair. It is a little bit damaged on the top, and now I'm trying to look after it a little bit more. I know I say this after I literally just straightened it in my last video, but I really am trying to look after my curly hair and bring my curl pattern back a little bit. I feel like every curly hair day is hit and miss. I would recommend sleeping in a satin bonnet with a satin pillowcase as well, just to kind of reduce that frizz, and then it makes it easier for day 2 curly hair. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to like and subscribe down below, and also comment down below if you've got any questions or if there's any other future attachments you want me to use from the Shark Flexfusion, and then I will do that. Like I say, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for another video.